Reaper1921, aka Redbeard, the co-founder for this channel. As you can see at the bottom of the screen right there, it's telling me the server's going to be shutting down soon. So once it kicks us out, we'll jump into a whole nother one. It's not going to require us to end the live. But what we doing on here is we playing Need for Speed, testing out different cars, different motors and stuff like that, racing against each other, different people that we play the game with from time to time. And we also going to be playing other people in the actual servers that play this game as well. They ain't nobody that we really know, but they just there. And sometimes we lose, but the majority of the time we win. You know. So right now, let me see. This right here, this is my 1963 Volkswagen Beetle. It's set up for pure drag race. There isn't an actual, technically, drag race on this game at all. We just sometimes we'll line up with different random ass people on a game on a straightaway, and we'll run shit. And, you know.
Speaking of Volkswagen,
He's gonna pull his out, but that was the last car I used because I pulled it out the last time when it was kicking us out of the server before I got off the game, and had to run some folks. Yeah, you know, because our Volkswagens is set up to be able to do some disrespectful shit in the straightaway. Only downside of this car is the way ours is set up. Once you take off in there, especially you fuck around and you hit that nitrous in there, it's hard to steer this son bitch in a straight path of what's set up for drag.
I'll go get a little bit of footage for that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of that too, while we fucking around here.
I got the live going, but I didn't give an intro because you were, so it doesn't.
Yeah, and for those of y'all that don't know, Reaper's already over there, on the channel as well, doing a live on his end as well. Now, this channel is mainly just going to be for our live gameplay that we do on here, so we will do our best to remember every time that we get on here to do live streams for the channel. But Reaper also has his personal channel that he's got a fairly decent following for already, that he uploads his regular edited videos to. And I've got a couple other channels that I upload my other different racing or other different gaming videos to. Definitely. And it don't steer all that well to begin with. Now I'll keep the side view going when I launch, so y'all can see just what we're talking about. I'm gonna line my tires up here.
From this line right here up to that speed trap is roughly a quarter mile.
Yep, just what he said. Where that the little glowy arch thing down there, it's roughly about a quarter of a mile right there. So. So here we go. I'm gonna keep the side view going for while I take off and while he takes off, so you can see how well these things just pick up off the ground like that. If I can, anyway. Let's do no nitrous. Just go.
Alright.
Yep. We'll go off of your count because I'm pretty sure I got a weird horn on mine. As you can see, they raise up. He was a little bit quicker on the takeoff than I was. Yeah, you did. Yeah, these cars are set up exactly the same. Same motors, Same transmissions, turbo setups, all of that.
This time we're going to do a nitrous run, that way you can see the difference.
Yeah, and we're going to go off of his take. Hang on, let me back up and get a little bit better angle. Well, son of a bitch. Backed right up and, yeah, that fucking truck was like, fuck you, Bobby.
Yeah, I think there's somebody in the road in there too, another player.
Is that another player? It is. He's blocking the whole fucking road. That's why I needed a better better spot positioning.
He ain't blocking me, I'm off the road over on the shoulder.
Yeah. He ain't blocking me now, but he was. Alright, on your launch. As you can see, it launches, takes off real good, gets a nice little bit of air in there. How the hell did you miss the whole checkpoint?
I couldn't get back on the road.
Oh, okay.
I went to get fixed down a little bit.
Yeah, I swerved all off the road. Alright, so now I'm going to switch cars. Pull out one of my other cars. Let's see. Now this is one of my other ones. It's set up for drag as well.
This right here is called, I guess they call it the new drag area where the front of the behind the shop.
Yeah. Now this car I'm running right here, for any of y'all that's going to tune in later to live under my name. This is the old school. It says Honda, but I mean really Acura, Honda, they really the same fucking cars. But it's the Honda NSX, the older model one. So far, other than the Volkswagen and my Bel Air when it's set up for drag, this is one of the fastest cars set up as drag. It takes off and I mean it gets to moving. But once it kicks us out of this server, when we come back in, we'll do some races, show y'all the ins and outs of different stuff. This car that I'm driving now, my Honda NSX, is set up for pure drag. That's all it's for. I didn't care much for it on the actual racing part of it, but you know. But as you can see, when you hit that nitrous, or the throttle and everything, this thing will jerk back and forth on you real good, like. Oh, you gonna run your Beetle against my NSX here? Oh shit, wrong button, my bad. And of course, there's somebody down there in the middle of the goddamn road again. Alright, so here we go. Well, now that he's not in the middle of the road, I'll give you a little bit more road room. Move, you damn BMW. Get the hell out the way, you punk ass. Alright, I gave you a little more road room there. Now this car, it can run that thing down. It just needs a whole lot longer distance to be able to do it. But now when I run my Bel Air, it looked like you hit it. So I thought so. I hit mine. I wasn't going to at first, but it looked like you hit yours, so I went on ahead and tapped mine too. Now, when I go way down yonder here, when you go right over here, there's a shop right here. It's not really a shop, I guess, but you can go in here. Now, for this car that I got going, the motor I'm running in here, which is the same one he's got in his, it's the 4.0 liter V8. It starts out with a, potential horsepower of, I think it starts out with horsepower of 970 or 64, which actually, no, I think that's just what I'm running. But,
Yeah, that's what you're running.
oh, there it goes. It starts out with a horsepower, 577 horsepower, with a 4.0 liter V8. Now, when you buy the car initially, it starts out with a 276 horsepower, 3.0 liter V6. Obviously, you put the ultimate crankshaft, ultimate plus, or you put ultimate plus for the crankshaft, the ECU, the engine cooling, the exhaust, and what we figured out is the best one to use here as far as 0 to 60 and stuff like that, which in a drag race, that's really what you want. You want to have a nice, good acceleration. But as you can tell, when you use a single turbo, to max you out on horsepower, but it messes with your torque and your 0 to 60. These, it don't hurt a lot, but it still doesn't give you the best. This one right here, the Root Supercharger, it does the best that you can do, which is what I currently have. No, I currently have the Screw Supercharger equipped to mine. So wait a minute. Oh, it's not showing the Screw Supercharger because that's what I have in there. So, using the Root Supercharger or the Screw Supercharger would give you the same thing. This one, it hurts everything except my horsepower. So if you want something that's going to give you a good horsepower and still keep you in a relative, good takeoff, the dual turbocharger is your next best one. We also run, yeah, some engines and some cars, like not all the cars take the same kind of engines, and not all of them do the same with the same type of motors in there. Like the Camaro he's running right now, he don't have the same motor in his that I got in mine. Or he does, but they got a different classification of motors in his Camaro than what this car I'm using now has. So, when we have them set up for pure drag race, we always run the one bottle with 15-pound tank. Suspension is track suspension is the best one to put in there for this car. The brakes really don't matter, so I don't even fool with it. The tires, obviously drag tires to get you the best you want out of there for a drag car.
The downside to having drag tires is
the handling sucks.
handling, and you will more likely wheel it with the nitrous.
Yeah. Elite Plus clutch is generally the best option to go for. Your gearbox, it really just depends. Which I do believe I'm gonna put this 5-speed in there because that actually gives me better takeoff than what I was currently just running. Track suspension or track differential, because as you can tell when you cycle through, all the rest of them hurt the car. For drag setups on cars, the best thing to run is your nitrous refill. Elite for auxiliary.
I also run the nitrous mix.
See, I got nitrous duration.
Well, I usually run duration or mix.
Yeah, both of them do the same thing. Yeah, I got the duration set up for mine. So now that I done changed that 0 to 60 down a little bit more, let's go on down here and test out. See, I used to start from way back yonder way here. Actually, yeah, here we go. I used to line up back there at the end of the street. So, once this here car moves out of the way. Now, sometimes you can go into live tune as well and turn on your traction control, which currently I have that turned on, because if not, this motherfucker will spin. So, there we go, y'all. 160 flat without nitrous. So we'll go down here and test out the nitrous. Now, if y'all looked at our channel, for those of y'all that may see this later on or whatever, if you looked at our channel already, some of the earlier videos I uploaded, I had already been drinking quite a bit by the time those videos were clipped and recorded. So, yeah, and you could tell. Well, with nitrous, it definitely gets up there moving faster than what it did before. I think you hit your nitrous before I hit mine, though. I think you did, because I was running you down. I just didn't have enough time to run you down. But then again, also, that Camaro set up for drag might be faster than this thing being set up for drag. Close to the Bel Air. Well, let me go pull my Bel Air out and go and switch it around to drag setup and find out. Now, this Bel Air being set up as drag is the next closest thing to that Volkswagen that we was just running a little bit ago. We really haven't found anything else that is as close as this one. Other than that, yeah. Now that Volkswagen being in there, that thing, it's the only thing that does better than this in a straight line drag. And as you can tell, let's see. It really comes down to what type of turbo supercharger setup you have in there. So for this, now for this one, I go over here, set up the one tank with 15-pound boost in there. Yeah, that's the. And instead of the repair, I go over here, use a nitrous refill. I seen a video, I was watching a video the other day on somebody else's channel, last night I think, somebody else setting up certain cars, and they would actually go in and use the disc brakes, like set up their brakes on here.
Well, someone was telling me that they do affect the car somehow.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
Maybe just different handling and stuff, maybe on the curb.
Maybe. Because I smacked the shit out of it, it better move. So it says here, my Bel Air would do a quarter mile in 8.73 seconds.
Mine says 8.67.
Your Camaro?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let me get lined up right. Let me make sure I'm lined up proper like.
It's gonna be all in run?
Yep. Alright, y'all. I think we found another, a second car that can beat my Bel Air. Yeah, now when he says that's only 2 so far that can beat my Bel Air, what he means is we've tested this car, my Bel Air is set up as drag against actual other players on the game, like in the lobby and everything else, and ran all their cars against mine, against this, and they switched 5-6 different cars, and still couldn't beat my Bel Air. They even tried setting their Porsche up as drag or running their Porsches, which is one of the most dominant fucking cars in this game. Even tried those, and those still could not touch my Bel Air. The only car so far, the only car that's been able to beat my Bel Air is the Volkswagen Beetle, and as you just seen in the video, his Camaro. Other than that, none of the other ones been able to beat me. I got one I'm willing to set up for drag though. I'm trying to go set it up right now. It's been set up for race this entire time, so I'm afraid to switch it around right quick and see. Oh yeah, it already does faster than the Bel Air. Let me check transmission, see. That 4-speed transmission will definitely improve the 0 to 60 on it, so maybe let's try that out. We'll test it. Alright, so let's go down here to the turbos and superchargers and see. Gives me more torque for sure, but it interferes with my overall horsepower. I don't think this car actually needs any more torque, to be honest with you. This thing already takes off and spins like a bat out of hell, but we'll try it and see. It looks like I'm gonna have to buy me an extra nitrous tank here. So the car I'm using right now, the 0 to 60 says 1.83. Now if it kicks us out before I fully get done fuck-assing around with this thing, then when we come back in, one of the first things we'll do is line this car up against whatever he's going to use. And see what happens. But I don't think it kicked me out. I'll tell you what though, this motherfucker will still spin like a some bitch.
Oh yeah, that's the heavy spinner.
That's alright, I'm about to put the fucking traction control on here. 0 to 60 in 8.4. Alright, yeah, the quarter mile says it'll do a quarter mile in 8.4. At least that's what it says.
This Porsche says 8.43.
So we're gonna find out.
I went through all the transmissions and it says the 6-speed's the best one.
Setting it up for drag.
It's already been set for drag. This is the other Porsche I've got.
Oh, okay, okay. Alright. What horn I got on here? Oh, okay. Ooh, I think we passed right at the same time.
That was a good race.
183.
In 189.
Damn, you hit 189, I hit 183, and I think we passed that line at the exact same time. Right? You remember back on some of the old racing games we used to play, you used to be able to get an instant replay? Alright, now we can run these one more again and find out, without nitrous this time. We'll see how well they do against each other on full even, yep, full even playing field. Oh, they dead even. They dead even too. I think you might have been like a cunt hair in front of me. I don't even think it was actually a fender. Alright, so we're gonna run this again, and when we get close to the line, I'm gonna switch my camera view so I can see exactly where we was at. Cause that was what, yeah, that was way too damn close. I want to see. I think I might leave this bad boy set up for drag, cause I don't use it for anything else. Oh, now you're a whole car length ahead of me.
I think you took off my hair after I did that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though, on the turnaround trip back, I already hit 118 in that small little distance. See, he's got two of them Porsches. I used to on the Xbox. I got two of them.
I got one up 71 drag racers. It works.
This time I think I took off a hair faster than you did. And I hit, that time I hit 169 instead of 168, so on that run I was 1 mile faster. Yeah, all the other times before that I was only hit 168. Without nitrous, that's my fastest run without nitrous. Alright, ow, ow, ow. I definitely just smacked the shit out of somebody's car. Mine's borderline stock looking. Borderline.
I think it's on purpose that way. Same tires and all. I tried burning to get my tire on that line.
There we go. I just got mine there. And it looked like we both launched exactly the same time too.
I heard tires spinning and the string was black.
Yep. That's what I got too. God damn, baby.
That's like when on the TV series you're watching, he leaves a cliffhanger.
Alright, well let's go on and create us a new party then. Yeah, I just sent you the invite, so it should already be standing by when you get there.
Joining now.
And there him go. So here we go. See, of course, sir.
In case you guys don't that rack up really good money.
Yeah, when you're running with, when you're in a crew that's got a decent level and you're playing against more than just you online, like you got to be in a race with another online player to get your crew's race bonus that comes along with it. We'll show you that here in just a second. For those of y'all that don't already know. As a matter of fact, something else I'm about to do too while this is loading up. Let me make sure, let's see what channel I got pulled up on my, yep, let me switch channels right fast to, oh, we got 3 subscribers on the channel now, hell yeah.
I subscribed to it.
I did too from my personal page.
Going for a drive later.
And then we,
so shout now if you want something.
yeah, and we got another subscriber too.
I like to also share, I shared the
James Hurt and I are currently live on NFS Heat, and I just shared it like it. See, what I like to do, from those of y'all that may tune into this live later that follow one of my other gaming channels that I created with 2 other friends of mine, I share the channel on my Facebook, and most times I'll share it directly in Messenger on Facebook as well. And every now and again, I'll share it through text message for those of my friends who don't use Facebook anymore. Oh, we gonna run the 4 corners. I need to switch vehicles.
I'm bringing out the BRZ since we never really tested them out last time.
You are absolutely correct, sir. We did not. So I'm gonna switch cars. Oh, I currently have 33 cars in my garage. All right, so yeah, you're right.
Better pump those numbers up.
You know what, sir? Excuse the fuck out of me for not having several $1 million on Need for Speed.
I've only got 4 million right now.
See, now the car I'm running right now, this car right here is it's the Subaru BRZ Premium. It was originally released in real life in 2014. Wasn't too bad of a car, very nice looking. Very, very nice looking.
Platforms.
Actually,
BRZ, the Toyota E86, and the Scion FRS.
yep. And I actually know people in real life from my old days when I was involved in car scenes and car clubs and stuff like that. And they each own one of each. I legit had a club that I was affiliated with. We did joint, charities with. There was 3 people out of there, and each one of them had this car, the FRS, and that Toyota one. And they had their tires and shit cambered. It was basically set up just for looks. They didn't have it set up to be able to do no speed because.
Now, I will say, in real life, I may or may not have raced one of these.
I have.
And it was loud, but it was quick off the line. But being on 200 horsepower, it's more of a curvy car for curvy roads.
It's more of a drift type of car.
I may have beat it, but it was still fun.
These cars, the Toyota he mentioned, and the Scion that he mentioned as well, they're more set up for like drift type of stuff, quick to snap out of a turn and take off real quick, and to be able to snap back into another turn. They're not meant for getting high speeds at long distance type of stuff. Yep. Very good balance. Yeah. I know I beat him in my Cobalt. That SS I had. Well, yeah, neither one of the SSs I own were slouches. Alright, so let me pull up my screen right quick. As y'all can see right now, I've got 721,965 is what I have. By the time we're finished with all four corners of these, I will most likely hit over $1 million.
Well, you will get more than $250,000.
Which will...
You get that much for playing them alone.
Yeah, just for playing them solo. We get an extra added bonus when we go in here as a squad. Because let's see, go over to social here, crew. We check our crew out. We get a... If you pull up, if you're playing on PlayStation, yeah, if you're playing on PlayStation, you'll hit your options button. Xbox, you'll hit the, the same type of key, same type of button on there with 3 little lines on there. And it'll pull this menu up. And you'll go over here to social. And at the top of the screen, it shows you crews. You click on crews, and it shows you where your current crew level is at. Currently, we're at level 35 for the crew, almost level 36. And if you look down here at the bottom where it says crew updates in the black, it just showed that Reaper1921 earlier this evening earned 137,912 extra rep points to go towards our crew. Now, ordinarily, I handle the night races, which is where all your rep points come from to increase your crew level and everything, and your personal level and stuff. Yeah. See, now, as you can tell, once we hit a heat level 4, the heat bonus we get goes up 7.5. Currently, we're currently already at that. So, all that means, the heat level increase stuff, the bonus you get, it just means you'll gain your heat faster, like Reaper just said. Right now, our heat level is set for a 5.0 increase. Our rep increase will go up from 7.5 to a higher amount. Our money increase currently is set for a 7.5% increase when we play with other people online during an actual race.
Okay, so at 45, if you go over to it, it says our rep will go up to 10% as our money will, our bank will at 48.
I can't even figure out how to show that.
If you go over where it says rewards.
Crew rewards. There we go, yeah.
And you go down, you can push over to
Yep.
show where they are.
So, at level 40, our heat level goes up. When we get to 45, the rep level will increase. At level 48, your money increases. 49, your heat increases. When you get to crew level 50, you get that Ferrari FXXK Evo. Now that car, I have it. I own it on the Xbox. Because my crew on the Xbox, which, by the way, in case nobody has ever told none of y'all to play this game, the game is cross-compatible. I can jump on my PlayStation. I can jump right over to the Xbox and play with Reaper while he's on his PlayStation, and we can play together and race. We did used to do that. However, where it is not cross-compatible is crew. You cannot have somebody in a PlayStation be in the same crew as somebody in Xbox. So I've got a crew on the Xbox and I have a crew on the PlayStation. My crew on the Xbox is already maxed out at level 50. So I have all this shit already on the Xbox, including the car you get for reaching level 50 as a crew.
So far, our crew only has 3 members. It's me, Steel, and little B800, which he doesn't play a whole lot.
Yeah.
So it's mostly just me and Steel that do all of the...
So as you can see right here, these are the members that are in there right now. We just got recruited another member the other day. We just have not had the opportunity to get back on the game with that member yet. Formally bring him into the crew all the way. But he did download the game just so he could run this game with me and Reaper, because I know the guy. Pretty decent dude. Likes to play a lot of games together. he been working and shit. So, you know, he pops on randomly, you know, Air Force, you know, he's still active duty and whatnot. So, you know, he'll pop on here and there at times when I'm not available to play, and I get the notifications for him running it. So, right now, we're not going to challenge the entire lobby just because what we like to do, because I'm pretty sure I got a different setup in my car and mine than what you got in yours. So, and that's how we figure out which ones are the best. Is I'll set up my cars, the same cars one way, and he'll set up the same cars one way. If I'm faster than he is on takeoff and overall horsepower and everything, we go in and adjust accordingly to which, you know, match our cars identical to each other off of which one of ours is better than the other one. Like my Porsche, his Porsche. And 9 times out of 10, we will. If not, both of us. Yeah, if not, both of us win. One of us will be in first, one of us will be in the second, the rest of them be behind us. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna challenge the whole, challenge party, which is just me and him, and I'm gonna test the way I have my BRZ set up, and he's gonna test how his is set up. Yep. So instead of the standard 53, little over 53,000 you're gonna get, we'll wind up with like 60-some thousand instead. When we go to the other 4 races, one of the races we do, instead of the 73,000 it gives us damn near 90,000.
That's Sonic.
Yep.
The only reason you like it is because of the price.
Yep. We don't even like the track itself. Nah, I ain't got a buzz yet. I'm working on it though. I'm just working on it, dude. I'm already halfway through my bottle, so I'm working on it. Sometimes these computer cars get in your way, and you gotta try to muster your way through them. And so far, it seems like his setup is better than mine, because even getting through them, would you be quiet, Diesel? I'm over here talking and you interrupted my conversation, sir. What? It'll get him. It doesn't get me that often. These turns coming up. That was in a different car, sir. Oh, yeah. Now, some of these other turns coming up, they get me just about every damn time. But what it seems like right now is his setup is just a little bit better than mine. So it seems like, yep, see, told you, gets me every time. Apparently it got in that time. I see that, because I'm quite a distance past you now. Well, that's a plus there now, because that's where it really gets you. Shit, I didn't take that turn quite so well. Well, see, now we'll see whose setup is actually better, because I couldn't catch up with him all that well, but now he's got to try to catch up with me if I can keep this motherfucker on the road. Son of a bitch. Can I see? And this is why we hate this fucking track. It's because of this area specifically. Son of a bitch. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of this car all goddamn ready. All fucking ready. Fuck no it don't. I'd damn near pull my Datsun back out with drag tires on it than to take his car again. Now we're coming up towards the end of the race. And as you can see, I'm busting nitrous left and right and still couldn't catch him. So it's seeming more and more, it seems like on that track, his setup is better than mine. I did, however, come pretty goddamn close to beating my time on this track, though. I think. That's fine.
You want to bring your Johnson now?
Nah, because I don't even know what I got that thing set up for. Alright, so now what we go into down here. Yeah, we really just do not like this track. So as you can see, this track gives us just shy of 74.5. By the time we're finished with it, we'll have just under 90,000. And I'm gonna go and light me a cigarette while we wait on this race to start up. Damn, I really am halfway done with, well, actually, I'm a little more than halfway done with that bottle. But I also poured it into a separate, like, almost liter bottle to mix with something else. Yeah, goddamn right. You know me and my chemistry. Alright, let me break past these cars here. Oop, oop, oop. Almost hit Jimmy there. Let me try to scout out around these motherfuckers. Get out of my way, you sons of bitches. I almost did. I came real close. Yeah, I tried to slide around that turn. It didn't want to slide. I did hit him. Alright, so as you can see from this track too, seems about like whatever setup he's running in his car is better than the one I'm running in mine. Because I can't catch him and I can't seem to keep this car on the fucking road either. God damn it, fucking punk ass computer. If I'm not mistaken, that is exactly why we sold them. I know that's why I sold mine the last time. I ain't gonna sell them this time because it's too easy to build money back, and I want to keep my build up of cars. Because I know these are pretty good in a straight run when you set them up for drag. Oh, they'll get up and move. Not as good as some of our other ones, but they'll still get up and move pretty good. Now, as y'all can tell, I hit nitrous and I still ain't caught up with them. Too late. Oh. Too late. Well, you know us Mexicans. They don't call us wetbacks for nothing. I got to be able to make funny jokes about myself. See, that's the trick to making jokes about people, is when they try to crack jokes on you, unless they try to get real personal with you or attack your family or something like that, they can't make no jokes on you if you've already made the jokes on yourself. They lose the power then. Yeah, he's already almost 1,000 yards ahead of me, and I still can't catch him, so it seems like his setup is definitely better than mine. Oh, he's over 1,000 yards ahead of me now. But I'm also well over 1,000 yards ahead of everybody else. Yeah, your setup in that car is better than mine. And this car fucking shucks.
We'll have to set up for drag racing sometime and try that against other people.
Well, we can switch cars right now and finish out the rest of the four corners.
What car are you gonna bring out?
Not 100% certain yet. You know what? Just for the live, I think I'm gonna pull out one of the muscle cars. Which muscle car? Now, this muscle car here, it's not too bad to run against, you know, several different vehicles. But, this one's not either, actually. That one's pretty beastie. I can't pull that one out because it's set up for pure drag, so I can't use that. Can't use that. I could run my Viper, but I believe the Cougar. Alright, you run your Cougar. Because our Cougars are set up exactly the same. So let me see. Where the hell is my Cougar? I think it's further back this way. Let's see.
You must be going through your car, your tires are turning.
Let's see. He's going to run his Cougar. Alright. So if he's running the Cougar, I think I might pull out. I'm gonna pull this car out. Yeah, your Cougar. That's his Cougar, y'all. Let me see. There, yep, you see his Cougar there? So we're gonna run his Cougar against my Cuda. Which in both vehicles we have the exact same setup. I've got a Cougar as well, and he's also got a Barracuda as well.
I do, yeah.
And in both vehicles we have the same setup, so it normally comes down to, whenever we're running Cougar against Cougar, it comes down to who wrecks more.
I do think the Cougar's faster than the Barracuda, though.
I think it is, but I know it's 0 to 60 is a little faster, I think. Because my Cougar's 0 to 60 is 2.47, I think.
I should have put my Barracuda and I changed it to a super turbo to get the turtle.
We could do that on Columbia.
Alright.
Now, I kept my Barracuda looking pretty stock. I altered a few things, but... These little fuckers better get out of my damn way. Oh shit, my bad, Jimmy. Fuck. Son of a bitch. I shoved you because I got shoved. But then I ass-ended somebody. Goddamn, we both went off the road that time, didn't we? I was too. I was sliding right along the side of your car. Oh, this Lamborghini thinks he's getting somewhere. Bad boys for life. Oh shit, son of a bitch. Did I set my Barracuda up for drag? I don't believe I did. That motherfucker just handled like I did, though. Shit, me too. I'm back here in 5th place. That don't normally happen with these cars. I took out a few little barriers. Excuse me, Mr. Lambo and Mr. Aston Martin. I got somewhere to be. And it ain't back here with y'all. Yeah. Oh, I hit that wall right there. Now these two cars right here, I'd have to say, are probably some of the best muscle cars you can buy in the game. That's for sure. They generally handle really well.
Somebody commented on my main channel, thinking of stuff like this about my car. Yeah, it looks like a muscle car.
It definitely is. Now the first time on the Xbox when I bought that Cougar, I didn't care much for it at all. But after I got readjusted to how some of the other cars handle and everything, it's definitely one of my tops. I reckon it would just come down to, you know, which track, which race. Oh, no, 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 get back on the track. I almost went in the water. If I hadn't pulled back on the track when I did, it definitely would have been down in the water. But as you can see, that Cougar is just a tad bit faster than this Cuda. But the whole time, I'm staying right on his bumper. And it's taking me nitrous to be able to catch back up to him again the way I am. And now we come into these other turns where I'm about to just lose all control. Fuck it then, I'm just going to finish right next to him and just fly off the track. Alright, 3.5. You see that right there? The 40% increase we just got put us from 73,000, or from 60-some thousand to 80, just under 82,000. Yeah, I'm about to pull. Nah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna keep my Barracuda. Go on down here. Now we always do these 4 corners, and then once we're done with the 4 corners, we go back to the garage to reset. Now when we're done with this race, I'll jump up to over just a little over 1 million. Because as you can tell, I've already got 950-some thousand. Not to mention, after this race, I'm going to the bathroom. Because I've got to pee. Now, he put a different type of turbo supercharger setup in his than what I got in mine. So here's what we're going to test. And as y'all can see, we're still pretty much even. Now this is the one track we really like to really test our cars out. And since I just went off-road, he got ahead of me pretty good. Not real good, but enough. Yeah, without nitrous, I hit about 237, 238. With nitrous, right at 241, 242. Now that turn right there, if you don't hit it just right, you're going to fly off the road and potentially lose the race. But as you can see, even with his single turbo giving him a little bit of a difference, we're still pretty much right here with each other. Because I caught up to him pretty damn quickly coming around them turns. But he also takes his turns. Yeah, but see now he takes his turns a little bit differently than I take mine, which sometimes works out pretty good for him. But sometimes it works out pretty goddamn good for me too. I think it still got us both pretty... Oh shit, I ran off-road. Well, I wasn't trying to, goddamn. But as you can see from that little bit of guardrail I hit, it gave him a pretty decent extra lead. Well, shit, I took out somebody's trees and some barriers. They probably will. That's all right. Call my attorneys. Yeah, call your attorneys. If you ain't got none, I got plenty. I got plenty of attorneys. Well, if you think about the amount of times I've had to call an attorney for something, I got plenty of them. With my rap sheet, I got plenty of attorneys. I actually got a printout sent to me in the mail a couple years ago. Probably about 2-3 years back. And it was a printout of all my legal offenses from my past up to that point, and it was about 3 pages long, front and back. Yeah, with dates, times, the verdicts, sentencing, all. Yeah, I mean 3 pages front and back. That's not a lot to some folks, but that's a lot for me. For a seasoned veteran too. Yeah, that's just about. But the bad thing is it's a person of my family, a person of my immediate family whose rap sheet was longer than mine, and they're 4 years younger than me. Yeah, yep. Even with everything I was hitting, I'm still right here with you. Yeah, I think it gave you more, just a little bit more top end. Because these cars handle pretty well on this track, so. I emptied 4.5.
Well, it might be like 4.5, but I was on it when I was coming through that line.
You scared me. Well, fuck if it's ever gonna load up for me. 4 minutes, 32.86 seconds with 73,143. Yeah, you finished just a little bit before me. So as y'all can see, after that last race we just did, I went up from less than 750,000, and now I'm up over a little over 1 million now. So now what we do, we drive back here to the garage. He's already back there because he finished before me. So now, I bet he did too, goddamn. Oh shit. Hey! Oh damn, I almost stuck the landing too. See, Jimmy likes, Reaper here likes to run, you know, outgoing traffic. I like to run the ongoing traffic and test my skills. Alright. And I'm gonna run in here to the garage, and then I'm gonna go take me a quick piss 'em.
I'll be back.
Put down the
Man,
cookie.
the cops are out for blood today, am I right? Torres must be even more of a hard ass than Mercer.
See now, if I was able to merge my Need for Speed Heat gameplay and account from the Xbox with my PlayStation account of everything I've accomplished and everything else, I would have way more money on the game than what old Reaper here has. A fuck ton more, actually. And
Most I've ever had was 7.0, it's over 7 million. That's most I've ever had.
I'd say combined between this account and the other account, I've had close to 15.
I don't mean combined. How much did you have out of one account alone?
On the Xbox, I had just shy of 7 million, I think.
Okay, yeah. That's a lot of money, too.
Yeah.
No matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I was just cut hair below 7 million. But
I was closer to 7 million than I was 8 million, but I had
yeah.
7.
But
You have to buy a car.
and see what's helped Reaper build up the stockpile of money he's got on his account is when he bought and built cars on his account, he would keep them for a while, test them out, run all these different trials and test some motors and stuff for his channel. Meanwhile, I'm buying all these other cars, doing all this shit with them, and then turning around and getting rid of them and not getting the same amount of money back that I spent to get them in the first place on the game. Like right now, I kind of want to go buy another car and build it up, which is what gets me. I buy 4 or 5 different motors for the same car and then never sell them back. Like, I can go in right now, let's see. I can't sell that car, however, I can go in on these parts, and on some of these parts, I can turn around and sell them back. Like right here, I got all these parts right here for this type of car because I've had other muscle cars that I've used that I've set up for drag racing. I can sell this right here, it gives me another 3 grand. Go over here. I got duplicates like the brakes. Well, not anymore. Well, not on here. I don't have duplicates of brakes. On the Xbox, I definitely do. Which actually, speaking of brakes, I might actually just say fucking go in and buy the brakes. Just maybe it'll affect the way the car handles. Who the fuck knows? Now, inventory-wise for this car, any car actually, I've got plenty of extra tire setups that I really don't even need because I never use them. So you can go in, you can sell all the spare parts you have without selling your extra motors and stuff like that. And all it means is if you decide you want to go back in and get those parts back later, you just got to go back in and rebuy them again. But, you know, what difference does it really make? Oh, wait a minute now. This 6-speed transmission actually bumps my 0 to 60, or my acceleration up by 0.1. It puts me at a flat 9. Whereas the other one I was running, it doesn't show that it's actually affecting anything. But it said it increased it. So now I can go in here right here, sell that 5-speed transmission. Gives me an extra two grand. These differentials, I don't really need. The CUDA. It was the 6-speed plus transmission. The Super Plus. It doesn't show when you actually look at, like, you know, the actual, like, numbers. Doesn't show that it's changing anything, but when you go back to the main regular screen of it with the 1010, you know, going down the list, my acceleration went from an 8.9 when I had the 5-speed transmission, and I put the 6-speed Super Plus transmission in, and it went from an 8.9 to a 9 flat. You know, like, okay, over here with your auxiliaries. Like right here, I could sell, right there, that gives me an extra 12,000 right there for selling that extra repair kit. But most times I don't sell my extra auxiliaries I got because I'll equip into all kinds of shit. Over here on this auxiliary, I don't have extra parts to sell. Let's see, what do I want to pull out now? You said you was going to test what against what? You wanted to test something against something else. The Cougars. I think it was.
I don't remember.
You said there was something you did to your Cougar that was a little bit different than my Cougar or something, I think.
That was the Barracuda.
Oh, okay. Well, now, let's see. We'll give y'all a fresh shot at... We'll give y'all a fresh shot at some other cars we got in here. Let's see. So, of course, I got my 77, you know, Firebird. I wouldn't exactly call this the actual Trans Am model of it, even though it comes with the, you know, the little Phoenix Falcon. Yeah. I wouldn't call it that because, I mean, that's not what it's labeled at. And then, of course, it's got the 1987 Buick Grand National. That's what it's labeled at. But when you go to view the car, I think on the back it has something else labeled on there.
It says GNX on it.
Yeah, it says GNX.
But they were very similar, but they were slight differences.
There was. I think one of them had just a little bit different horsepower than the other one. Which these cars actually aren't too bad. They're really not.
They're not good at handling, though.
No, they're not all that great at handling, but I'm willing to wager, and their straight line run, they're pretty nasty. This car actually, I think this car might maybe be able to take my Bel Air set up for drag. And the straight line run, I think it might be able to do it. This car right here, this is my 88 model M3 Evolution 2 BMW. It's one of 3 starter cars that you get to choose from. On the PlayStation, I decided to go with this car instead of the 180SX that they give you as well. On the Xbox, I got the 180SX as my starter car, which is that bright green Damascus colored car that I tested against Reaper's Porsche before. This car, I'm not an overly big fan of it. It's the 2002 model of the Nissan Silvia. I'm not an overly big fan of it. I think it's probably better suited for straight line race, not turns. And obviously you got my Bel Air, which you seen a little while ago, doing the straight line runs, which I won't.
I have the rare car, though.
Yeah, he do, because he completed something I'm not gonna try to complete. Yeah.
Driving much though.
You got my Honda NSX that you seen a little while ago, and then you know, you got my 2014 edition of the Dodge Viper GTS, which Reaper's not a big fan of this car, but me personally, I like it.
I sold mine.
Oh, you already sold it?
Yeah, I never drove it, and I didn't like that handle.
Oh, see that, and see me, I like it. I like this little this long snout motherfucker. I'll run this motherfucker whenever I feel like running it. And of course, you know, the 63 Beetle we tested out. Now this car right here, this is the 2017 edition of the 4 GT. It was when it first came back out again. And now it's a pretty nasty little car.
Our server is going to shut down again soon.
Yeah. And when this server shuts down, Reaper will probably decide he's gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I'll probably call it off after this one.
So let's see.
I plan to do more live videos in the coming time because I'm on here quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull this Mustang out right here. This one. I don't think I got it yet. It's set up for regular racing, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that out. And we're gonna go ahead and do another race on the four corners until it kicks us back out again. Now, I tested this car out once before, and back when I first tested it out, I didn't like it much. But
65 Mustang.
yeah, I didn't care much for it. But then I got more adjusted to the way these cars handle a little bit better, and I started running. I went on ahead and bought it again, and I actually really like it. It's fast, and it handles pretty good. Oh shit, I can go back and test this motherfucker out for drag racing too on another day. Yeah. See now, actually, you know what I think we might do right fast? I think I might be a Mick asshole just because I feel like it's gonna kick us out. Yep, but I'm not gonna use this car. Yep, pull the Porsche out on Columbia. I'm gonna go way down yonder way here to my Porsche. Pull my Porsche out. And I'm gonna challenge all. There's 6 of us in here, so I should get, you know, Reaper. Should, I guess. Wait, you still in the garage? Nope, there he goes.
I just selected it, but I was seeing if anybody else was going to or not.
So, there's Reaper there. And we're going to see if any of the other 6 people that's in the lobby is going to accept this. Which they probably won't. Whenever it does kick us out of the server, we'll both be ending our lives when it kicks us out of the server. And I may jump over into a different game, or I may just decide to go to bed.
I might go to bed.
That's Reaper back there that just pulled up in that car right there. And that bright...
My other Porsche, they didn't see it a while ago.
Yeah, that's the different Porsche.
This is the Redbeard Porsche here. Advertised on my main channel.
Now this car is definitely, from everything we've seen, all other videos and every test we've ran and everything else, is definitely the fastest car in the game. It always comes down to me and him being right next to each other and trying to avoid hitting each other. Unless one of us slips up and wrecks or runs off the road or whatever. You hit nitrous?
Yeah.
I thought you did, because you shot ahead of me. Yeah, me too. But I also just hit a fucking thing in the middle of the road. Why is my car turning so sharp when I'd already gone back and readjusted all my steering? See, that's why I don't like driving this car that often anymore. But sometimes it'll turn super sharp, and then other times it won't turn worth the fuck. Like just now, that motherfucker turned. The algorithm. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Now currently, out of everybody on our list, me and Reaper hold the highest time on this track. Yeah. Now there's one track on here I still have yet to be able to beat my personal time, but I've had a few other people that's beat me by a few milliseconds. That one circuit track, the Speedway, Palm City Speedway. I've tried and I still can't manage to beat my own time from the Xbox. Yeah, nobody so far has been able to beat that time by a full second. Yeah. Yeah, because most times... See, now I can't keep this car under control. Every time I would go to make a slightest turn, it turns too sharp now. But a second ago, it wouldn't turn enough. Yeah. But on some of it, I'm barely touching the joystick, and it's just snapping through the turns. Are you talking about my joystick covers? Is that what you're talking about? Torquey things. What kind of shit? Oh yeah, because my joystick covers add extra torque to my car. Hey, very, very true, very true. Touche, sir. Touche, sir. Yeah, yeah, Google definitely does lie. Right. Even though Google will tell you the other one is called Planet X. Yeah, they're trying to say it's just a big ball of fuck stuck in the orbit of a moon. Well, what moon is this stuck in the orbit of if there's no planet that close?
He was a planet when I was in school, it's still a planet. He's small, but he's still there.
Let me readjust my live tune again. Let me turn my... Let's try it that way. See, now what I can do is I can go back, set my Mustang up for drag, and we can fuck around on that one, and well, if it'll let me make it down to the spot without wrecking. I mean, I take it as somebody won. Oh, well, that wasn't a smart idea, sir. I mean, why should you? He was in your way. I got one car in my garage. I'm willing to bet if I set it up for pure drag, I'd dust the shit out of a lot of cars. That one BMW of mine. Mm-hmm. See, now I can go way over here. Yeah.
That one's fast in drag. Just set up just for drag.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Alright, now let's see what turbo supercharger setup's gonna do me better here. Well, that screw supercharger does better. We'll set this up with the 1 tank of nitrous here. Let's go down yonder way here to the clutch. There. Oh, well, it doesn't seem like it's really going to be all that much faster. Being set up for drag. Okay, so with this thing being set up for drag, but no nitrous, it's 147, which is worse than what it did without being set up for drag. Mm-hmm. It was, I also didn't start from this point either, never mind. I started a little further up. Yeah, I started a little further up. 160. Without the nitrous. Now, let's see what it does with nitrous. With nitrous, it'll do a flat 180. Which I'm pretty sure my speedometer definitely broke 185 before I hit that. But as I passed through it, it said 180. Yeah. Because when I passed through there just now, I was busting almost 190.
The thing on the 177.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to pull out. I was trying to pull out this. Mm-hmm. So let's see. Set up for drag. With just the drag tires alone, puts me almost at a 10 all the way down the board. Let's see. Alright, so oh, well now. The Roots and Screw supercharger set it up for a different 0 to 60. Yeah. Let's see what the other ones will do. Alright, so now that I've done that, let's see. Alright. Let's find out what it'll do. You know, my bad. How'd you know I hit you? You was in the damn thing. Well, I guess you shouldn't have been there. You know what? Ain't nobody care what kind of rights you think you had. If my head said it's playing Mexican music, I'm Mexican, I had more right. We all know he's a fucking dumbass, so. Yeah. That's because the whole fucking country decided to elect a racist. I voted for my goddamn self. I wrote my own fucking name in there. That's what I hit too. With nitrous, 171. Yeah. Same one we was running before. Yeah. What'd I say? 171 with nitrous. I think I might go buy me another car to build. With nitrous? With nitrous. Yeah, no way possible. Oh, that's what it is. I had the wrong nitrous in it. Well, no, because without nitrous, it hits 159. Oh no, you had the the 5 shot, and you only hit it one time.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. I'm gonna buy this.
You going by.
This right here. Don't worry,
Tell me no.
don't worry, I'm coming out. We've had it before.
They need to do a forklift.
And I can go right on.
Someone hit there.
I can go right on over here and set the motor and everything up without ever going in the garage.
You know what motor it is you use?
Yeah. Where's it at?
The V6, wasn't it?
Yep, 3.8 liter V6. Damn, it's gonna take almost all my money too. Actually, I think by the time I'm done with this, it's gonna take everything. It might take every bit of what I got right now, and I'm gonna have to turn around and rebuild it all back up again. Yep. I ain't even got a whole $500,000 no more. But what I've got in here so far, it's got a 0 to 60 of 2.47. So before I go and fuck around with anything else, I'm gonna set up this drag setup. Suspension, obviously, it's got to be the track. Tires, definitely drag. Zero to 60 at 2.2. Oh, actually, the clutch is hurt to 0 to 60. Alright, so 5-speed and a 6-speed. I'll do a 5-speed. It'll get me all of it at one swoop. And that's without even having a turbo in there yet. You can set up his drag without a turbo or a supercharger in there right now. It's at a 0 to 60 of 1.93. Fuck no, now let's go down here and fuck with these turbos, see what I got. With the dual turbo, it gives me a 1.83 0 to 60. With the screw supercharger, it gives me a 1.80. I'm gonna do the roots because, believe it or not, the screw supercharger drops my top speed down by 1. The screw supercharger does not, but it gives me the same stats. And I got extras. Let's go and put this nitrous refill in there. And we're gonna go way down yonder for the nitrous. Do I want the power and the duration, or we're gonna do the mix in there this time. I got just over 170,000. Now let's fuck with the live tune. Zero to 60, or a quarter mile of 8.77. And mine definitely looks stock. $157 without any nitrous. I find that very hard to believe with a 0 to 60 better than most of the other vehicles set up as drag. test her out with nitrous. .172 at the line, and I know that one's actually accurate because I hit a car exactly at the line. Well, since it's gonna kick us out in a minute anyway, might as well run back to the garage and fuck around with it a little bit. Now this is a channel meant for our racing games, and I've got one or two other racing games downloaded to the PlayStation.
Oh, nice.
I might fuck around with here and there. Fuck around with it a little bit, change it up a little bit, make it look just a wee bit different, not a whole lot different, you know. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Maybe.
That's how you feel, huh?
Sometimes.
Well, you know, sometimes you just better out than in, I always say.
Alright, Shrek.
Sounded right. Sounded pretty right to me.
I mean, it didn't sound wrong.
Exactly. Sounded pretty damn legit to me. Now we can get into the good parts. Yes, looking good right there. There we go. Gotta make it look kinda... Nah, that just don't look right to me. There we go. That looks a little bit better like that right there. It matches the front. Tail lights got to be readjusted, of course. Keep them right there. Now we obviously got to change that back bumper up just a little bit. There we go. That's much better right there. Let's see what this diffusers look like. Oh, damn. Alright, well, y'all, you see, we're gonna have to go on cut these lives off. But, y'all, y'all gonna do us a favor since it's still both our lives on here. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out for the both of us if you know, Reaper don't mind here. Uh, but y'all gonna do us a favor here. You know, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. You know what I'm saying? And of course, as always, hit that bell for the notifications. And tune into Reaper1921's personal YouTube channel, Redbeard, with a lot more to be able to view, a whole lot more informative videos for this kind of things. And tune in our other friend, Zombie Runner 001. And of course, tune into my other channel with my other two counterparts for that channel, Them Boys. And to continue to hopefully enjoy whatever you see on here. Tell your friends about us and subscribe to us and everything else. And tune in next time for more informative information and entertaining content where we sit here and laugh and chuckle while we fucking running all over the goddamn road. You know. Yeah, me too. Cause yeah, you know. A lot of times I'm probably intoxicated while we're running this as I'm doing now. But yeah, you know, we'll try to put up some more entertaining content, and I'm sure Reaper wouldn't mind to pull some of his other videos from his personal channel over to this channel as well, just like I don't mind to do that kind of stuff either. But we'll be back on maybe tomorrow, most likely, probably, to put up some more stuffs as y'all watch me finish this old school Chevy truck here. But until next time,
Have a blessed day.
peace.